Corría el año 2008. Miles de usuarios de la todavía más o menos naciente red de microblogging Twitter se estaban acostumbrando a una persistente ballena que aparecía cada vez que el sistema se sobrecargaba. A las 9:15 de la mañana de mayo 29, un tuitero llamado Cruz le puso un nombre: Fail Whale. En Australia, la joven que dibujó la ballenita no lo sabía, pero acababa de nacer una estrella de internet.
It was actually a very interesting serendipity, as you probably would say. It's like a found treasure, and I didn't plan all these things in the beginning. It's not Twitter coming to me and commissioning me for this picture. This picture originally was an elephant, and you probably have seen the sketch that I've done, which is called "Lifting a Dreamer," and it's a picture that I did when I come to Australia from Shanghai as an international student, and I have a lot of friends in my hometown. So I did this picture as a little sort of gift greeting card for my friend. And then after that, because I learned all these skills using Photoshop and Illustrator, and also it's easy to transfer the files when they're flattened in GIF or JPG. So later on, I decided to do that whale. And it was because I was living in Sydney, which is New South Wales. Right? That was before my graduation. I put it online as a showcase of my work towards my graduation. And that's how Biz Stone actually found me from the internet. So it's all working as very much serendipity way.
Do you feel awkward that you never got paid for your whale?
This is funny because I see a lot of things as very much so nowadays. I am very much aware of the right, and also, it's almost like you're doing business, right? At the time, I think because in the beginning of the story, I was still a student. Nowadays, I probably wouldn't do that. And people tend to ask you a lot about, so how much did you get out of the whale? I wouldn't be able to answer that question. It's like almost like the mom and dad invest on their kids. You wouldn't actually say, so how much actually your kid is giving you back when they got the first job? So that's exactly the same answer I would give it to you. If I treat all my artwork in the beginning, when I nurture all these things, I don't really think about the profit in the beginning. Sometimes you'll get something really amazing you would never imagine and money never could buy.
La ballena no solo es un símbolo universal hoy en día, sino que ha inspirado docenas de versiones para casi toda clase de usos. Su autora dice que no tiene problema con eso hasta cierto punto.
There's a kind of sort of distinguish line between using it for entertainment or using it for sending a message or using it for good wishes. And I'm completely supporting for that. And I'm really glad that people using my artwork as a reference, and on top of that, they use their own analogy or using their own voice. For example, when the BP affair was happening, people actually using this to protest and to using it as a message to send, sending this message to people to save the animals. And I think it's completely beautiful. And I was about to do it. There's somebody, damn it, somebody actually did it before me. And they did a good job. On the other side, there is some copyright infringement when looking at in a commercial way, when people are actually just taking that image and making, pillows or making T-shirts or making unauthorized goods to sell that online. So, hey, by the way, I have a lot of law friends, so don't screw up things.
Surely you have seen this image from a Colombian designer.
Oh, yes. I actually emailed him. He, that was amazing. Like this image, if I were about to do a Michael Jackson one, it's pretty much going to be very similar. Like the way that he was depict the style was very similar to mine. So I was kind of, in the beginning, I was kind of surprised. Someone like seeing your own illustration on the internet and go, hang on a minute, I didn't draw that. It's somebody else drew it. But it was great to see that that image. But hey, I was very, very proud. Fellow Colombian graphic designers, this is a great achievement.
Con su nombre firmemente anclado en el Twitter verso, Yiying acaba de lanzar junto con LTL Prints su línea de adhesivos para la pared, en la que la ballenita es, como no, una pieza integral.
I think I've never really liked the term of farewell because even in the context of a 404 page, which means an error page, it is not about failure, but rather than that, it's actually about hardworking, perseverance and overcoming challenges. And that's the reason why the Twitter team, they use that image because the image actually making people smile rather than making people getting mad. It has a soothing effect. If you see that, it's a very peaceful image, and even the color is very striking. But still, it's very balanced image. It makes people calm down rather than just go, "Oh, we're wrong," you know. So it was really interesting the way that Biz Dong actually seeing the image is in his way is all these little birds on the top, the Twitter team, and the big whale is actually the real-time scalability. And I think that was such a beautiful analogy.
Para más información visite esta dirección. Yo soy Wilson Vega en Tiempo Real.